Alright, so let me tell you about the time my roommate Brian decided to build a DIY sauna in our bathroom. Yeah, you heard that right, an actual DIY sauna in a bathroom the size of a closet. So, it all started one weekend. We were just chilling in the living room, scrolling through Netflix, when Brian starts talking about how he saw this video of a guy building a DIY sauna at home. And you know how you can just see the wheels turning in someone's head? That was Brian. The second he said, "Dude, we could totally do that. I should have known we were headed for disaster." Now, to give you some background, Brian is one of those dudes who thinks he can DIY anything. Like, he's got a toolkit and a whole lot of confidence, but not much experience, if you know what I mean. This is the same guy who once tried to fix a leaky faucet and somehow made our kitchen look like it was hit by a water balloon fight. But, I thought, what's the worst that could happen? Big mistake. So the next day, I come home from work, and Brian's already knee-deep in sauna construction. The bathroom door is wide open, and I can see towels taped up around the shower, sealing it off like some weird fabric fortress. There are pots of water on the stove, boiling like we're about to host a pasta eating contest. I walk in, and I'm like, "Dude, what is going on?" He just grins at me with this wild look in his eyes and says, "Welcome to the future, my friend. In an hour, this place is gonna be a steam paradise." Now, I was skeptical. I mean, it's not like we're living in some fancy house with a dedicated steam room. We're in a basic college apartment where the water pressure in the shower is barely enough to wash shampoo out of your hair, and this guy is talking about turning it into a spa. But Brian was so confident, I couldn't help but stay to see how this would unfold. So, he explains his genius plan. He's going to close the door, fill the bathtub with boiling water, and then crank the shower up to max heat. The towels will keep the steam in, he says, like he's some kind of sauna scientist. I'm not sure if it's the heat or the sheer madness of the idea, but I'm like, okay, man, go for it. Brian starts dumping boiling water into the tub like a madman, steam already filling the room. The bathroom is starting to look like a scene from a horror movie where the killer is lurking in the fog. Then, he turns on the shower, full blast, as hot as it'll go. At first, it kinda worked. I mean, it got hot in there, and there was definitely a lot of steam. Brian's sitting on a stool he dragged in, wrapped in a towel like he's in some high-end spa. He's loving it. I'm watching from the hallway, and honestly, it's kind of hilarious. He's in there, eyes closed, arms out like he's meditating, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe this isn't a complete disaster. And then, things start going south, fast. First, the steam starts creeping out from under the door, like a lot of steam. The whole hallway is getting foggy, and I'm pretty sure this is not how it's supposed to work. I crack the door open, and the bathroom looks like the inside of a cloud. I can't see anything but steam. I'm yelling, "Brian, I think you should stop," but all I hear is him going, "It's perfect, dude, perfect," as he's practically swimming in humidity. Then the fire alarm goes off. Now, our apartment is old, and the fire alarm is one of those super sensitive ones that goes off if you so much as burn toast. So of course, the moment all that steam hit the hallway, it freaked out. The alarm starts blaring, and Brian, still in his towel, freaks out too. He jumps out of the bathroom, dripping wet, yelling, "Turn it off! Turn it off!" like I'm the one who created this mess. But here's the thing. Our fire alarm is hardwired into the building, and we can't just turn it off. It's going off for the entire complex. So now the whole building thinks there's a fire, and people start evacuating. I'm standing there, trying to fan the steam out of the hallway with a towel while Brian is scrambling around, trying to open windows, still soaking wet and wearing nothing but his sauna towel. We hear a knock at the door, and I open it to find our landlord standing there with this look of pure confusion and annoyance. Behind him, people are in the hallway, looking at us like we're insane. The fire department is already pulling up outside because someone must have called 911 when the alarm wouldn't stop. Brian, in all his genius, decides to explain the situation to the landlord. He's like, yeah, we were just testing out a home sauna idea. I guess, it got a little out of hand. Meanwhile, steam is still pouring out of the bathroom, like we're trying to summon a genie or something. The landlord just stares at him. Then, without saying a word, he walks over, takes one look in the bathroom, and shuts off the shower. The steam finally starts to die down, but the fire alarm is still going nuts, and the firemen are now coming up the stairs. They check the place, make sure there's no actual fire, and then give us a lecture about misuse of apartment resources. Meanwhile, Brian is standing there, trying to explain the health benefits of a steam room to these firefighters, like they're gonna be impressed by his half-baked DIY project. Spoiler alert, they weren't. In the end, we got slapped with a warning, and Brian was banned from attempting any more home renovations. We spent the rest of the day airing out the apartment, which smelled like boiled towels for a week. And of course, every time I showered after that, I couldn't help but think of Brian's failed spa day. So yeah, moral of the story, don't try to build a sauna in your bathroom unless you're prepared to face the wrath of the fire department and your landlord. If you liked that story, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments if you've ever had a roommate do something this ridiculous.